So Southside With You is this very low-key drama based on the first date, although they're saying keep saying it's not a date, between Barack Obama and Michelle. And it's, as I said, low-key, gentle, intelligent, funny, quite nicely done, and imagines the conversation that they had on the first date. Here's a clip.
So why did you come to Chicago?
To try and make a difference.
Mm-hmm. Thought I would too. Thought maybe I'd work civil cases, help women, empower them. Being at that meeting today aroused some of those old dreams. Lit some kind of fire. But those last couple years, the corporate firms descend upon the campus like a pack of wolves. And they're so appealing. I wanted to be in a position to pay off my loans, pay my folks back, live a little, enjoy life.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it until there is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just feel like something else is pulling at me. I wonder if I can write books or hold a position of influence in civil rights.
Politics?
Maybe.
You see, it's a little on the nose there. So Park Sawyer as Barack Obama and Tika Sumpter as Michelle Robinson. And so there are moments like that in which it does feel a little bit like, okay, there's a touch of chubby hum in terms of where is this going to go. That said, it's very likable, very watchable. Park Sawyer's performance is terrific in as much he gets the mannerisms, that way of that kind of that reassuring voice, the sort of slight smile. He's very, very seductive on screen, and as the film progresses, they talk about history and where he came from, where she came from, what they think, what their aspirations are, and the film does all this very affectionately and very gently. And the thing I was most struck by, I think it's it's a fairly light piece, but very, very watchable and kind of charming. And as you're watching it, you're thinking, I struggle to think of another couple in the position that that they are in now, of whom you could make this movie, and of whom you could make this movie, and then you'd end up sort of liking the characters as much as you do, and rooting for them as much as you do, and feeling, sort of wrapped up in their work, because the whole thing is moving to, she keeps saying it's not a date, and he keeps saying it's a date because they work together, and she doesn't want that to be the case, and he does, and it's it's kind of charming, and I cannot think of it. I cannot name another two politicians of whom that would be. If you made that first date movie, it would be the case. I mean, oddly enough, if you look back at Iron Lady, in which there's the stuff with Margaret Thatcher and Dennis early on, actually that's one of the strongest parts of the film. I mean, that's very difficult because you're playing the younger Thatcher to Streep's older Thatcher, and of course that was such a celebrated performance by Streep. Actually, it's done sort of rather well. But in this particular case, it just made you think these are people that you like, people that you care about, people that you, for all the sort of on the noseness of the script, people that you were that you root for, and who seem fundamentally decent and good. And one just hopes that continues to be the case in the future.